the reason why men are stronger, you know, bigger. Like, that's the protection that you guys
so it
get.
all comes back to just your physicalness. So you're useless to us.
Stop it.
It's the GGT family. You got MJ and Amy and Baby G. Coach MJ, he pull mid-range, give you lockdown defense. It's the vlog of the year, just a family from Dixon. GGT family.
Like, what's your argument?
So what was your question again?
I'm saying, what's your argument? Like, you
I believe that men, because of how we are as males, you know, just like even with the animal kingdom, you know, as a man, like, you want to spread your seed, you mate, you know, other different mates. So as a man, of course, we're human.
But you're generalizing, even with that statement, you're generalizing like all animals. Like, not all animals are like that.
No, I know, yeah, mammals then, mammals.
Okay, that's a little better.
But I'm saying it's like I can still love somebody and be with them and be committed. And if it just happens that you have this, I feel it's a natural urge that, you know, that you can be with somebody else or mess around with somebody else. By the end of the day, it's like they don't have to have, you know, they're not going to take away that connection that you're going to have with somebody else.
So you're saying that men specifically, and only, not women also, but just men have sexual urges that they basically have to succumb to because you're not able to control them, basically.
Which is natural, primal.
Which would make you guys the weaker sex, basically.
Nah, I don't want to say that. Why? No.
Because that's what I was saying. Like, if that's your sole purpose, like, you don't, like, what's the point of having a brain? Like, your body is just there to reproduce. So, like, yeah, you guys.
But at the same time, you guys
useless beyond procreating.
No, but you guys can use. I remember at the end of the day, there's a reason why men are stronger. You know, bigger. Like, that's the protection that you guys get.
So it all comes back to just your physicalness. Besides that, you're useless.
What the hell? So what the? I mean, not necessarily, because that's not entirely true.
That's like assuming this is like back in the day when we're just like in the wild and we're like primitive and stuff. But nowadays, in like society, we really wouldn't have to be as dependent on that protection from you. So you're useless to us.
Stop it. No. Well, you can't have no kids without us anyway. So what are you gonna do?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you still need to eat. How are you gonna reproduce?
So if that's the case.
How are you gonna reproduce?
So basically, we could just make you like our sex slaves then.
I'm not tripping about that. I mean, whatever.
You said you're not tripping about that?
I'm not, but I'm just saying that's like everybody has their purpose.
So then, okay,
everybody has their purpose.
Where do you think the idea of marriage came from? If women have always been second-class citizens, anyways, like men are the ones who created then probably the idea of marriage. So then, if you guys are so prone to being with multiple partners, why would you create the institution of marriage?
I don't know.
Like, where did that come from? Does that come from like religious stuff? Corey, do you have anything to say about that? You're the religious one here. Does it say anything about that like in the Bible, and that's why we like adopt that into our society?
Oh, well, it's
one of the Bible thing.
I mean, it's, yeah, you don't want to turn into a Bible thing, but you do. It's,
what does the Bible say about that? About men?
It's one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
But that means sex in general. That doesn't mean, right?
Well, adultery is like it's cheating. As far as okay,
I didn't know. I always assumed adultery.
As far as I know.
Infidelity, or sorry, adultery. I always thought
it's all the same thing though.
I'm gonna Google it. I always thought adultery meant just like sex.
For men and females.
So it means more like infidelity then?
Adultery?
Married, yeah, if you're married, you can't cheat on your partner.
Let me see. Interesting. So then, yeah. Which is very interesting considering your guys' mindset. Would you agree with that, Corey? Like what Mark's saying? Because I know John agrees with that too, right? You said you guys were talking about that? Yeah. About men just...
Like that's what I said. I was saying like there's other countries.
Nah, yeah, I think genetically, yeah. We do.
So then, if there's a God and there's a 10 commandments, there would be a commandment to go against what we've been biologically programmed to do.
Point right there.
No, I don't necessarily think it's a program. It's just you just gotta train your mind to be like that.
That don't sound good either.
Honestly,
that don't sound good either.
You
So
just gotta,
it's like discipline, right? It's a matter of discipline.
It's a matter of
self-control.
Yes, 100% self-control.
Okay.
So that's just something you learn then over time.
But then you could argue
But our natural instinct, if we didn't have to learn, if nobody told us this is what you have to be, this is what you have to do, then naturally, yes, we're gonna do what we're gonna. That's why
But I'm saying, why are you saying that it's just men? Like, why can't women also be doing?
I never said that either, though.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Well, when we were talking about this morning, you did.
I don't know. I just feel like
I said, if that's the case, then yeah, everyone would have the urge to just fuck each other. So then that's different, as opposed to saying just men specifically.
But somewhat that is true too, though. As man and woman, the whole point of why you're to reproduce. That's at the end of the day, what you guys bring to the table is different from what we feel. So I can't speak for you. You know what I'm saying? If you have those urges, but at the end of the day, it's always.
And that's what I'm saying.
It's the man always cheating. It's the man always having another baby mama. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's not true. Again, just
it can still go the other way too, though. But I'm just saying, it's like. That's what.
Like, not all men and not all women.
That's
like,
true too.
There's plenty of women who are more promiscuous and guys who aren't as promiscuous.
Yeah, maybe.
Like,
okay, yeah.
So then your argument is trash.
The hell?
Okay, so let's go back to the topic we were talking about. If that's the case, where Mark is saying, like, as men, and not just males, like, we're talking about men, like human males in this instance. If that's the case, I was saying that wouldn't make sense, because women, we're not like other species where we're typically having like litters of kids. Like, when we're pregnant, we're vulnerable, which is why we need a partner who is gonna be with us, you know, when we're the most vulnerable throughout the pregnancy. Then when we give birth, and then we have one child. Therefore, for survival rate, it would make sense that as this species of humans, we would have to have one partner. Just the same with like penguins, you know, like they have a mate for like all their life, because then they go through all that shit to take care of the egg, to raise the penguin.
You're right.
So then, yes,
right.
why do you think that as a human man, like a human male, you would?
But this goes back to my argument.
Have multiple partners, like all, like no.
But this goes back to my thing, like what you just said. There's nothing. I can have one partner if that's what. If I can have one partner, a soulmate. But at the end of the day, what's going on with me and my partner has to do with anything that what I do on the outside. If
sexually,
I'm messing around with another penguin here and there. But at the end of the day, I'm helping you nurse our baby. Like that's what it is. Like, because you're my partner.
First of all, you're using the wrong words. I won't get fixated on that, because you can't help me nurse.
Well, you know what I mean. It's like me as a man.
But exactly, you can't go and sexually be fucking all these other like human women, because then you can impregnate them, and then that what's the word? It like fucks up you being able to be that protector or provider or whatever for me.
That's somewhat true, yes, but I feel like, some men they can protect 2 families. Maybe some men feel they can protect 3 families, just like what a lion does. Like, I'm good right now with 1, so.
And that's funny, because we were talking about lions, and I was telling him that basically that's all, they're for, is to like make little baby cubs and then protect the pack. But I'm like, really, beyond that, you're useless. Like, the women are the one that actually provide. Like, the lionesses are the ones.
It's a team. That's what it is. It's a team.
So that's what I'm saying. If that's the case, then women are like basically the stronger sex.
No, in what sense? Not physically.
I'm saying mentally.
The women are smarter than men in general. Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay.
But men are.
I accept that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, like, yes, we do have the physical. It is what it is. But
what happens when down the line the men get smarter?
In what way? What do you mean?
Which there are men who are smart.
That would mean that as men, you have to overcome your toxic masculinity, which is having that instinct to just go and be aggressive and go and just give into your sexual urges. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys don't overcome that, because that's fabricated into our society. Like, that's what it means to be a man. So that's stopping you guys from evolving.
It's true.
As opposed to guys who are like, or men that choose to like, you know, like connect mind, spirit, body, like all of that shit.
The power of the pussy.
MJ, he pull mid-range, give you lockdown defense. It's the vlog of the year, just a family from Dixon. GGT, family.